Things are unfolding perfectly for you. Surrender to it. You don't need to spend 1 second thinking about the way it will show up in your reality. Trust. We imagine it in a way and it happens how it should be. You already set the intention. Now lay back and relax. The more you are attached to it, to the outcome, to when is it going to arrive, anticipating it, the more you are delaying your blessings. We attract things energetically. We attract what we want from our state of being. Release the control and just enjoy the ride. Be present. Don't worry about it. Don't worry or overthink about things that are out of your control. You don't have to know everything, but you always know the next step to take. Your path will keep revealing itself as you walk. The only thing you need to know is the next step in front of you. And sometimes we take life too seriously. It should be fun and simple. We tend to take life too seriously when we have resistance to where we are in the moment, or we are comparing ourselves to others, or simply because we don't have gratitude right now for what we have. Sometimes we can lose ourselves, make bad decisions, lower our standards, forget ourselves, and slowly start to disconnect from ourselves. We start to prioritize things that don't really matter. We start putting other people's opinion into consideration. We maybe even start to hear those voices from others. And not feeling like yourself feels awful. Losing yourself because you started to believe what other people were saying about you. And we get to a point where we ask ourselves, when did I start taking myself and my life so seriously? Sometimes being in a mindset, in an environment, in a loop that feels so uncomfortable that we might start to ask, how can I get out of this? I want out. We can always change. It's never too late. If you don't like something about your life, change it. The only constant in the universe is change. Everything else changes. We shouldn't be resistant to change. Change is good. We can just sometimes be scared of not knowing, of stepping into the unknown. And most of the times, it requires us to let go of all patterns, habits, addictions, or even people or a job that don't serve us for our highest good. And sometimes, in many ways, is starting over. You can't build a new life from a shaky foundation. That famous saying, your new life will cost you your old one. When we start to become more aware, when we start to just scratch the surface of our potential, we realize that many of the things and people we have been accepting all this time, we might have just been compromising and being complacent because we weren't fully true to ourselves. Sometimes this new version has expanded too much for those old dimensions. That circle becomes a cage. And this can hurt, realizing maybe that those people that you thought would have been forever with you in your journey were just temporary. That with moving forward, they would only hold you back. When we decide to make different decisions and changes in our life, we realize that there are so many distractions all around. You become aware of all the things and people and activities and commitments that have been taking your energy away. We might start to crave for less in the way that we might start to appreciate more the simple things about this life. Being close to nature, a beautiful sunset, time to decompress, going back to basics, taking a deep breath and staying in the present moment. We realize that so much is just additive, seeing the benefit in subtracting rather than adding. That urge to create emptiness in your life. Empty, the good sense of the word. Becoming less scattered and more of a minimalist with your attention. Where attention goes, energy flows. When it feels like too much, there are things, habits, people you might need to subtract. Connecting to nature more, connecting to water more, connecting to yourself more, choosing peace instead. Not everyone sees the world like you do, and you should accept that. Not everyone is like you. We willingly take this journey to the underworld to retrieve those parts of ourselves that we have left behind, fragmented pieces of ourselves. We go on this journey with the intention to come back to the surface and live life with wholeness, fully integrated, with each and every single part of yourself, not denying or avoiding any part. Going back to that dark abandoned room in the basement where your inner child is. Walking towards him and telling him that now it's safe. That you don't have to protect yourself so much anymore. You don't have to be hyper vigilant anymore. You have endured so much, but we can trust. The world has changed. Our world has changed. We can be ourselves now. We don't have to shrink to dim our light. We are now on the other side. The worst part is behind us. That we don't have to be so defensive anymore towards the world. We can play. The world is our playground now. We are free to create. Realizing this, bringing light to the darkness is not that scary. The scary part is what have been kept in the dark, plaguing, infecting, lingering. Realizing some things are worse than you thought they were. We were just not fully aware of them. Telling your inner child, we are safe now. We don't have to live life from survival anymore. That chapter is closed now. There is no need anymore to live life from suffering, struggle. And with our inner child, we start to create a safe space within. Not depending on an environment, a person, or anything else outside of you to change so that you can feel safe. How can you expect someone to bring you a sense of security when they are feeling insecure about their own relationship with themselves, with their own truth? We begin to create an abundant, beautiful, peaceful inner world with the understanding that the outside world will always be noise. Being at peace that no matter how much you grow and heal, the other fractals of you render in this reality as separate from you, that the majority of them are still in their own journeys, and you should never interrupt that. Being at peace with letting them be exactly as they are. And no more hiding all that you are, no more internalizing other people's projections of you. No more performance, no more trying to be more digestible to others, no more being so accessible to others to the point we can't distinguish between where we end and where others begin. And being real, not trying to be anyone else but you. Doesn't matter if this version is cold, polarizing, confusing, contradicting to someone else. You being the most unapologetic version of you. This is the moment of liberation. Releasing ourselves from how we're going to be perceived or accepted, freeing ourselves, breaking free from the mind, keeping you from being more of who you are. Looking at past situations, experiences from the lenses of the soul. That moment you feel you get your spark back. There is nothing worse than not feeling yourself, feeling restricted, feeling shame, feeling like you can't be yourself and you don't know why. Self-expression, authenticity, embracing all that you are is the medicine. We start to have hope again. Not letting anything or anyone disconnecting you from yourself ever again. You are free. It's not even the sky is the limit. There is no limit. You are remembering who you are. Back in the world again as this new you. This truer confidence, unshakable confidence. Honoring the complexity of you. Now fully integrated. You are stepping into your full power. And take a moment to be grateful and think about that past fall. About that time when your life was collapsing. And look around you now. What bloomed after that storm. Sometimes it's hard for us to really see all the progress we have made. But just take a moment to appreciate all that you have overcome. Be proud of yourself and grateful for the place you are now. How much wiser you are. And living life with more balance today. Not suppressing the divine feminine anymore. Not forcing and controlling. Allowing now. Not living life from that wounded masculine anymore. Being better at receiving, at accepting, letting things, situation, and people be exactly as they are. And it's realizing that the magic was always within you. The magic wasn't in that place, in that other person, in that environment. It was always you. You bring the magic. It's not on the external. Want to feel more love and belonging? Look within. And maybe you have never lost that magic. It was always available to you. Nothing can stop you now. You can overcome anything that gets in your way. You are ready. And it's time for you to win. It's time for things to get good, consistently good. You are stepping into your full power now. Stay in that curious energy. This is completion, the end of a chapter and the beginning of a new one. Just think about how less exciting everything would be if we already knew everything that was going to happen. Where is the fun in that? Embrace not knowing, the unknown, all the magic that happens once you stop being attached to outcome. Let this invisible architecture guide you. And the more you start building that trust, the easier and smoother your path is. Fully trust. Let it overflow. You feel it. You feel something cooking in the background, behind the scene. Your job now is to receive and not to block it. Don't control it. Just enjoy it. You don't know how good it's about to get. Don't look around every second in anticipation for the time. Surrender to the experience. Trust in the unknown. Trust in what's coming for you.